Kansas Sampler Foundation out of Inman. And the mission of the Kansas Sampler Foundation is to preserve and sustain rural culture. So that's what led us to think about doing what we did today. What we decided to do, edit. For a while I've been getting emails and reading information and hearing about small towns that may lose their post office. And that's very upsetting. In fact, I think we're up to 152 communities in Kansas that their post offices are under study. That is 24% of the cities in Kansas. So that's a quarter of the towns in Kansas. And does Kansas want that to happen? Are we prepared to have a quarter of the towns in our state without an essential service? So we hear a lot of comments about how upsetting this is to a town. So WenDee and I, WenDee LaPlant, who works at the foundation with me, we decided to draw attention to what's happening by going on a one-day journey on K-99 from the Oklahoma border up to the Nebraska border. There were 7 towns along that route and a few miles off that are on this list of endangered post offices. How are we doing?
You're doing great.
Okay. So the towns we stopped at today were Chautauqua, Peru, Elk Falls, Hamilton, Admire, Summerfield, and we ended at home. Perfect. And it was a really interesting day. We ran into a lot of people coming into the post office, because that's what it is. It's the spirit and soul of the community, the place where people gather. And we asked them how they felt about possibly losing their post office. And there was a lot of emotion involved, and we learned a lot. And my general opinion is that rural communities need their post office. And we've got to say that some towns are small enough where maybe it's time, where they're the only business. But I think rural communities are sometimes easy to bully around. And we need to create a collective voice and kind of stand up for ourselves. And I think that some of the issues going on now with the rural telecoms and the post offices and schools and other things, maybe this will urge us all to get that fight out and do it in a constructive, positive way, because rural communities, to me, are essential not only to Kansas, but to the United States.
Look at you. You're such a spokeswoman.